Hi, I'm Marketing Sherpa reporter Courtney Eckerly here in the Media Center at Email Summit 2015. And I have with me Jeff Anderson from A Place for Mom. Welcome, Jeff.
Hello, thank you.
And so you are the digital marketing manager there, right?
Yeah, that's right. I manage our promotional email program, so our email newsletter.
Okay, so Jeff, how does a marketer know when it's time to start cleansing their list?
Well, I would think that anybody with a list that's sufficiently old should look at removing subscribers that are inactive and unengaged. But there's some definite indicators. Those include a really low open rate. If your open rate is just below benchmarks despite having consistently good content, there's probably some dead weight on your list. If you're having delivery problems, if you have insight into your delivery through tools like Return Path or whatever, if your inbox placement is low, that's definitely a sign that you should look at cleaning your list. You can look at your sender score even at senderscore.org. That's from Return Path. That's totally free. You can put your IPs in. If you have a low sender score, that's a sign that your reputation as a sender is poor, and that's a good sign that you probably need to look at cleaning your list.
Okay, and so what are some of the more effective tactics that you've seen?
Well, we essentially have a simple process that we've used to clean our list, and that's what I've come here to talk about. Some people may have something more automated, but the process that we've developed could be executed by anyone with even the simplest email platform. And essentially, we generate a report with all the engagement events, all the clicks and opens over X amount of weeks or months, and we dedupe that report or the email addresses on that report against our master list, leaving us with a group of active subscribers and inactive subscribers. And then we can send a re-engagement email to the inactive subscribers to try to salvage some of them before we take them off the list. But it's simple as that, looking at the the people who engaged over the last few months, keeping them on your list and removing the people who don't. I think that inactive subscribers actually are not just valueless, like they have no value because they're never going to buy anything, they're never going to click anything, they're not going to do anything. So, but it's not just that they have no value, they're a liability. They could be seen to have negative value because they impact your delivery, so they're keeping your true fans or true customers or potential fans or potential customers from seeing your email just by virtue of their presence on your list.
So I think that a lot of times marketers know that they should be cleansing their list, but they just have a hard time with the fact, explaining to people in their company who aren't marketers that, you know, the list numbers are going to just drop. And so they have a hard time explaining what you just said, is that those people aren't helping us, in fact they're a detriment. But do you have any tips for how to kind of bring people who aren't marketers over to the idea?
Yeah, that's definitely a factor. I think that leadership at my company had ideas. Well, they wanted a bigger list, and they had ideas of selling advertising on a CPM basis, so obviously a bigger list is going to be better. But once you understand sort of what I explained before about inactive subscribers, they're really not doing anything for you. And you may be able to sell a little bit of advertising by bragging about your list size, but when the advertiser sees that you're not generating more engagement than a list a tenth its size or a quarter of its size, they're going to realize that it's sort of an illusion, the value of the large list.
Okay, and what do you think is one of the most valuable assets that an email marketer has?
This is probably a cliche, but just patience and curiosity. And I think testing is obviously really important. Email is probably, out of all online marketing mediums, one of the easiest to test. There's an infinite amount of data available. There's hardly any unknowns. So curiosity and using that curiosity to drive tests.